Hello, I'm Real Brit, and welcome back to part 2 of our discussion. Today we'll be discussing Sasuke. Quick disclaimer, if I had to pick one ability from Naruto, I'd have to pick the Sharingan. Knowledge progression, so if it seems like I'm going a little more gaga than usual, well, you know why. So, starting off, one thing that always irritated me in the series was when someone takes a Sharingan, pops it into the skull, it works like a charm. But when they get whatever special ability associated with the eye. However, when Sasuke does this with Itachi's eyes, Suginome is nowhere to be found. So, with the first change, I would allow him to maintain his brother's Dojutsu's ability, gaining the reality bending ability. The next thing that this would lead into has to do with the fundamentals of jutsu and how they're created. In the series, it was always a little ambiguous as to how new jutsu came about, and to be honest, I still don't understand how it works. The change I would be making, I would start around when the 4 Kage were brought back. I didn't agree with him turning Orochimaru into a good person suddenly in Shippuden, as it was just against his character. There's a lot of interesting things he could still do as a villain, which I'll probably talk about in Bolt's episode. So rather than Orochimaru bringing them back, the 4 Kage would be returned using a jutsu Sasuke unlocks after combining he and his brother's visual prowess. The reality-bending power of Tsuginome and the otherworldly black flames would combine to form the hell path of the Rinnegan. A bit of jump, I know, but I enjoyed the fact that all jutsu seemed to descend from some other jutsu, and it seemed like an interesting thought that combining certain jutsu could yield more ancient and powerful ones. So, those combined abilities lay the basis a bit better in my opinion for gaining the full power of the Rinnegan later in the war. He would still have his monologue with the Kage regarding the path forward and arrive at the same conclusion. However, there's one journey I'd be adding to his list of adventures, and that would be to the giant snake that teaches Snake Sage Mode. The way I see it, the Mangekyo Sharingan is about as powerful as the Nine Tails. When Naruto adds Senjutsu to that beast, especially with the changes I'm going to be making, Sasuke would need a little bit more of a wallop to his body than just his eyes. And I don't see Sasuke being as calculating as he is, passing with the ability to be a sage in preparation for his final battle with Naruto. So Sasuke would master Snake Senjutsu, and when they meet on the battlefield, they are both sages in their own right. Another thing I would be changing about Sasuke's already impressive visual is the spectral giant summoned by the Mangekyo Sharingan. This would change with the Eternal Light to resemble the Uchiha monster seen during the explanation of the Eternal Mangekyo. It would signify one who has fed their inner demon of hatred and pursued great power beyond sacrifice. Madara, of course, would also have the same deal with his special glowy friend when he shows up, as he has braved the same trials as Sasuke and emerged also with the highly coveted Mangekyo Sharingan. I also really like the way this thing looks. It's just so intimidating, and it feels like it adds just this other layer of mythology to it. It could also really connect to the Otsutsuki well, because if you look at it, it honestly does resemble them the same way that the specter that comes from when they use the Rebus jutsu, it also resembles the Otsutsuki. So it's kind of like all of the jutsu in a way have a little bit of a connection to them, and a little bit of an ode to the fact that Kage does spawn all of these things. Alright, and I believe that about wraps it up for all the changes I want to make to Sasuke's story. Now Naruto and Sasuke are in position for their long-awaited reunion on the battlefield, both of them having learned a great deal of many things since they last met. Now, wanna hear a joke? Sakura is saying she caught up to everyone during this saga. Yeah, and I'm a Real Brit. Thanks for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think of what changes inside the comments, and as always, have a very British day.